So talking about my YouTube, yes, I am a YouTube coach. The third week, 21 days, I'm like, is this thing called out for me? So I learned how to make clothes in a month, so I started my couture, back in Texas. So we moved to California in 2017.
Hi everyone, welcome to your favorite channel where you get to learn about leadership, communication, and networking. On this special session, we have an entrepreneur, a fashion specialist, and also a social media growth specialist with us today. She is someone that words really cannot describe how magnificent she is. So I would let her do most of the introduction by herself. But at this point, I'd like you all to join me in welcoming Miriam Adepoju on this channel. Welcome, Miriam, and it's a pleasure having you here.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dapo, for inviting me today. I really appreciate it. So let me start from where you start. So my name is Miriam Adepoju. I'm based here in San Jose, California. I'm actually a recent graduate of California State University, Dominguez Hills. I actually graduated 2 weeks ago. So I moved to US 4 years ago. And I used to be a banker. I was a former banker back home for 3 years. So when I moved here to start my family, I resigned, from here, so I had to start a new career. So I had to learn how to, make clothes, African clothing, specifically, like the one behind, my background, I made that.
Beautiful.
Yeah, thank you. So I learned how to make clothes in a month. So I started my couture, back in Texas. So we moved to California in 2017. So that's when I started my couture for real here in California. So I started my master's degree, my MBA journey, the very next year, which was 2018. So I just graduated about 2 weeks ago. So talking about my YouTube, yes, I am a YouTube coach. So last year during the pandemic, I started my YouTube channel and I got monetized within 6 months. So now I am helping people start their YouTube channel and also get monetized within 6 months. So I had my first masterclass in January 2021. So if anyone is interested, go ahead and hit me up and you get access.
Of course, there will be a link below on how to reach out to you. But you said something mind-blowing. You said you learned fashion designing in 1 month.
Yes,
now that should be like, I don't want to hear any excuse from anyone. If anyone is saying, oh, I don't know what to do, this country is hard, whatever, I don't want to, that just killed off any excuse anyone can give me. Because you learned fashion design in 1 month.
Yeah.
What was the process like learning it? Did you have to do it over YouTube or go to school or something? Okay, just take us through the process.
It was tough. I think it was one of the toughest endeavors I've encountered or made, in my lifetime. Because what actually happened was my husband is a software engineer, and one of his friends just came over to the house one afternoon back in Texas. He was a master's student at the time. Now he's studying a PhD. So his friend came over to the house to learn how to code or something, write programs. So he came with his wife, that day. So we got talking and I just mentioned that, oh, I've been looking for someone to teach me how to sew. And then she mistakenly said, oh, I can sew. I was like, are you for real? And that's how I resumed at her place the very next day, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Come rain, come sun. I only give them Saturdays and Sundays. I only don't go on weekends. But Mondays to Fridays, I was diligent. Like I go 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. So the craziest thing was I didn't get it. I didn't understand anything. The first week, the second week, the third week, 21 days, I'm like, is this thing called out for me? Like, am I cut out for this thing? So I had to reminding myself that, girl, you wrote ICANN back in Nigeria, which is one of the toughest exams anybody can write, and you were passing the exams,
Mm-hmm.
And then I also reminded myself that a lot of people, that show in Nigeria don't have formal education. Most of them are illiterates, and if they can sew it, so what about you? I studied economics, for crying out loud, from the prestigious Awolowo University. I have done econometrics. Why can't you just get this thing? So I called a friend of mine who had a couture in Ibadan, and I told her that I'm not getting this thing. This is like the 21st day. She was like, no, it's very easy. You get it. Like, but I'm not getting it. I kept going 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. I would learn. She would show me all. I would still like nod my head, like, okay, just keep doing it. Okay. On the last day, it was like the 30th day, at night, I was about leaving. It was almost 10 p.m. And then she did an illustration. She was going to make an outfit. And then the moment she did the circumference and she did, I just got it. It was like my brain opened that night. And guess what? The very next day when I was coming to class, her house, I came with a fully sewn dress.
So you did that overnight?
Overnight, yes.
Crazy.
She was in shock. She was like, no way. No. Yes. I said, yes, I did it.
Wow.
All I needed was to get this. When I got home, I cut the fabric unsupervised. I made the dress for myself, my size, so I cut and it was even a complicated style, that I made, honestly, so I made it was an off-shoulder, cold shoulder gown, dress, where you have this place splits, like there's a top separate, and then this part, the sleeve starts from here, so this place is blank. She was like, you mean nobody supervised? I said, nobody supervised me, nobody, can sew around me, so I did it myself. Like, I sewed this dress overnight.
Yeah, that just shows what you're capable of achieving if you're willing to dedicate, your time to learning something. And if you're willing to just, like you said, the first 29 days were hard. But then on the 30th day, you said it was like something just opened up in your mind. So you was like just waiting to push through that final day until now it became yours, until you finally owned this thing, which is just amazing, which shows that a lot of people have been doing something and they probably gave up too easily. They didn't wait until that 29th day. Maybe some people gave up on the 7th day, on the 14th day, on the 21st day. Maybe some people even on the 28th day.
Yes.
So the trick, the magic is just, there's no magic in this. It's just you sticking to it. That's just what I got from what you just said, which is inspiring. It's really, really inspiring.